Greetings and welcome to Fred's Living Room. There are some things that we know in life. One is that a day is 86,400 seconds long, 60 minutes times 60 seconds times 24 hours. And that corresponds to 360 degrees of the Earth's rotation. And when you octave that up, double it, it's a G of 388.36148 recurring vibrations a second. Now, another thing that we know historically is that there were no seconds when the ancient Israelites and Babylonians figured out the timing system with hours and minutes. They had 18 helics per minute instead of seconds, and a helic is equal to 3.33 recurring of today's seconds. It's also the time it takes the Earth to rotate 1/72nd of a degree. And it corresponds to 0.3 vibrations a second, or 9.6 vibrations a second, which is a measured electromagnetic resonance in the Earth's electromagnetic field. If you octave it up, you get an E flat of 307.2 hertz. So that's another phenomena that we know. If you go down in third harmonics, because that's how music works, what's the strongest harmonic is after the octave, it's the third harmonic. 3 times that is, instead of 3.3 recurring seconds, is 10 seconds. That's the A flat below that. Corresponds to 0.1 vibrations a second, or 409.6 vibrations a second. And going down a third harmonic, you've got C sharp, which corresponds to a minute, or 1 degree of rotation of the Earth. So there's a sort of direct correspondence between these vibrations and the Earth rotating. This is 273 vibrations a second. Another thing that we could say that we know, but it's sort of subject to question, is this notion that A is 432 vibrations a second. It's quite a popular notion, so we'll come back to that. Now, going down in third harmonics, third harmonic below C sharp is an F sharp. It corresponds to a beat every 3 minutes, or 3 degrees of rotation of the Earth. It's 364.888 recurring vibrations a second. And the third harmonic below that is a B. Corresponds to 9 minutes, or 72 degrees, or 9 degrees of Earth's rotation. It's 485 vibrations a second. So what we're trying to do is sort of see where this rabbit hole ends. What is the sort of the foundational frequency that is the basis for music? So here's something that is sort of obvious in retrospect, but I didn't realize at the time. This B is exactly the fifth harmonic of a day. So if you take this frequency, 388.36148.148 recurring hertz, and multiply that by 5, and then divide it by 4, probably, or 2 to octave it back down again, you get precisely this frequency. And so there's a direct connection between this E flat and this G, which isn't surprising because this is 1/72nd of a degree of Earth's rotation, and this is a complete rotation of the Earth. And basically we're dealing with the 5 times table and the 3 times table linking these things. But this is a sort of a gravitational to electromagnetic correspondence, because, as I mentioned, there's a peak in the Earth's electromagnetic field measured at 9.6 vibrations a second, which is this E flat. So now I've found 2 other facts myself. There's a link to a video below of a B flat at 7.2 vibrations a second and an F at 5.4 and 10.8, which precisely resonate against a background sort of radiation of sound. There's a still point at those exact frequencies, indicating that those frequencies are exactly in tune with something, probably in the electromagnetic field, and they are exactly, again, a third harmonic of this E flat frequency. So I found these first, then I found out about the helic, and then realized it's exactly a mathematical relationship. And then I discovered the relationship between this column of third harmonics to a day. So there's a direct relationship, but probably between Earth's rotation and its electromagnetic field. And then this A is exactly the fifth harmonic of the F that I found. So A432 is not a myth. It's an electromagnetic phenomena as a fraction of a day. It's 1/810th of a degree of Earth's rotation, or you could say it's 90 beats per helic. And you can derive other frequencies. We've got C and G as third harmonics here. And you can go up third harmonics and down third harmonics from, in this column, from the A is 432, and you'll get C, G, D, A, E, and B. You'll notice there's duplicates here. So we got several C's, we've got several G's. And so this is the beauty of the nature of the harmonics of nature, is that from a single root, which is the rotating Earth, we've labeled things. You know, this must be a G. Well, is this a G as well? This is 384 hertz. This is 388.8 hertz. This is 388.36148 recurring hertz. So these are different flavors. They're all legitimate harmonic frequencies of a day. They all resolve back to a day. They're all generated from the rotation of the Earth on a daily basis throughout the day. You know, this is part of the electromagnetic field that we live in. So the challenge and the beauty is to construct a musical scale and deciding which flavor of G and which flavor of C, etc., you're going to use to construct this musical scale from. So that's what we've done, in fact, and I'll put a link to some of the music that we've done, including recordings of in this tuning with whales and birds that indicate that this is the frequencies that animals communicate using as well. Thanks very much.